Meet Mike Roush, aka Mr. Fruitbelt. Mike retired recently, and we want to pay tribute to the man that gave this company 42 years of service. Take a trip down memory lane with us. In 1974, bread was 35 cents, gas was 53 cents, a new car was roughly $3,800, and an average income was around $11,000. But what was young Mike Roush doing?
I started at Midwest Energy in March 18th, 1974, which was in Fruitbelt. The guy named Dick Gorham gave me the job, told me about it. He used to come in the store when I worked at Harding's in Cassopolis here during high school, and I knew his daughter, and wife kind of hung around with his daughter, so I just kind of knew him. And I got the job because the guy was stealing copper wire, and they had an opening. So I came in, and I don't even think I fell out of a nap, just talked to him and another guy, and they kind of hired me 2 days later. Started at $4.09 an hour, thought I was making a mint, and after I got in the union, went up to $5.62, which was pretty good money in 1974. And the rest is history. Never thought I'd be here. It was just a job. Now it ends up being a way of life. So.
What was your first job at Midwest Energy?
I was hired to be a storeroom helper. There was a person that actually was in charge of the storeroom, and then I actually had to help load trucks, break the jobs down. Back then, the computer breaks all the jobs down out of the nuts and bolts, but we had to do it all by hand back then. So we had to do all that, put the stuff on the trucks, load the poles, and and clean the warehouse. That was our regular job, and load the trucks when the semis came in. First day in the job, I remember Dick coming. We had to said a few choice words because we had to go down in the basement of the new office building back then, which is a little bitty building across right next door to us. The basement flooded. For some reason when they built it, they made out of blocks, and they didn't have the drainage right on the east end of it. It always filled up full of water. So we had to mop it and pick all these little file boxes up and put them on little wood pallets. And then that was my first day, was mopping that for about 3 hours.
So out of all the hats you've worn over your 42 years, which one was your favorite?
One of my favorite roles at Midwest, I believe, was when I was the Vice President of Operations. I really enjoyed managing the guys out back, hiring a crew and building the workforce that was going to be comparable and work good for the members. I really enjoyed that part of it, and managing the guys out back. I would say it was one of my best roles I had here.
What were the high and low points of your time here?
Happy memories was probably when I started in the line layout department. I worked with Charlie Mosier and Bob Vanderhoof, and they were training me, and I really enjoyed learning that part of the trade. Meeting new customers and why we built lines the way we did. Worked 5 years in the storeroom, put all the kind of stuff up, never realized what we were doing for it anyway. It's just get it out the door. So learning that part was probably one of the best times I had here. Saddest memories when we lost Danny. I hired that kid and he came to work here, and then we had the accident about 10 years ago. It was really tough to go tell his parents what had happened. Never thought I'd have to do that, but and trying to keep the guys together, that was probably the worst time I had here.
So besides waking up early every morning and being here at all hours of the night, what are you going to miss most?
Probably the coworkers, the people, seeing them every day. I miss some of the members too. Some of them I had a good relationship, and I still see them once in a while, but I'll miss that part of it.
So the answer we've all been waiting for, what is Mike Roush going to do during retirement?
What I look forward to retirement is a little more freedom to actually enjoy the lake I live on, which sometimes I forget it's even there. Time to travel with my wife and everything, enjoy this phase in our life that we've went through quite a bit before this, and passing her mom and everything, so we got a little more free time now, I think, and it's going to be, I hope it's enjoyable.
We'll miss you, Mike, Enjoy Roxanne, the grandkids, and your Harley as you begin this new chapter. And hey, don't be a stranger.